But it's summertime now. And I think a lot of people are starting to think summertime apps. So what I did was I reached out to Sean Mahoney, the CEO and president of And Plus. They're a local company that makes mobile apps. And they've got this top 5 list out right now. It's a top 5 summer apps. Now, Sean, how many apps do you make during the year, and what made you put this summer apps list together?
Yeah, overall, we have a bunch of clients that come to us looking for anything between, consumer-grade apps or business-to-business apps. So, the number of apps we build in a year is really dependent upon, a lot of the industry is what they're requiring of us. But in terms of being a summer app, this is more of a fun list just to tell people, if you're out there on the beach or you're out there with summer cookouts or with your family, these kind of apps can kind of enrich your lives and help you kind of enjoy yourself a little bit more than you do at work.
Sure. So let's go through the list right now, starting right at number 1. This is NetLive Music. Tell us about that app.
Yeah, NetLive Music is an app that we actually built for one of our clients. It's one of the cooler sites that we've done over the years. This startup was based right out of Massachusetts here and has kind of created this culture around live music.
Sure.
Big bands like OAR, of Revolution, and others have their recorded music on this site. Users can sign up, create playlists, and stream music directly to their mobile devices anywhere they are with 3G or 4G access. So if you're a fan of bands, then you should definitely check this app out for sure.
I like that. Now, number 2 on this list, Tan Pro, is, I think, a particularly important app considering all the news about Tan Mom in the past month. And we had a guy from Boston who caught fire by using spray-on sunscreen near a grill. Do you think this app might come in handy for people like that?
Well, for those types of people, this is probably going to be the best dollar that they ever spend. So the best 99 cents that you can get is Tan Pro, for them at least, the Tan Mom. I loved that Saturday Night Live sketch with Kristen Wiig.
Tan Mom,
I told her she could definitely use this app. But realistically, me being an Irish guy, I don't really tan that well. So these kinds of apps kind of help me make sure that I'm okay.
So what exactly is Tan Pro for those just tuning in who aren't familiar with it?
Sure. Tan Pro is just an app that kind of helps you tell you when you're done. It's a timer that makes sure that you know when you need to be, turning over or reapplying sunscreen. So if you're looking to not be the orange person in the room, this is probably the app for you.
It's not the app for you if you're looking to get on the Jersey Shore, which I hear they're looking for a new cast sometime soon. Let's move on.
Probably need a spray paint bottle.
Right, spray paint. We're talking to Sean Mahoney. He's CEO and president of And Plus. They develop mobile apps for businesses all across the state. We're going to move on to Grill It. Tell us a little bit about what Grill It does.
Well, Grill It is one of those apps that kind of help me out. I like to grill outside, but I'm not exactly the best cook outside. I'll be honest. So really, my brother-in-law, he's kind of could really write an app like this, and in fact, that's probably something I should talk to him about after I get off the phone with you and make a little bit more money on our own. But
there you go.
Grill It will kind of give you those ideas for you and tell you really how to grill the perfect steak and the perfect kind of lamb and seafood and poultry and et cetera.
Okay.
It's for those who kind of want to get into the outdoor cooking scene and don't know where to start.
I think my strategy with that app this summer is going to be to put that in a hidden folder on my Android phone so that nobody knows I'm looking at this how to cook the perfect. By the way, actually, that brings me to a good point. Are all of these for Androids or iOS? What's the deal with your apps?
Yeah, you're exactly right. With a lot of our apps, they pretty much work across iPhone or Android. There's certainly different efforts, and if it's really driven by the industry. Like if you say most of your users are iPhone, sometimes you don't have to make the investment in Android. If the reverse is true, then so be it. But really, the only decision point that people have is on the BlackBerry side. Not very many people are holding BlackBerries these days, and they're kind of losing a lot of market share. So iPhone and Android do have the market, and we kind of focus on those when we're developing mobile apps.
Now, just to dig into that point a little deeper, and by the way, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Sean Mahoney, CEO and president of And Plus. They are a custom software development company specializing in mobile application development and design. Just before I came upstairs here, there was a story that the headline was this on Google News. For every 3 Android apps built, there are 7 for iOS. Why is that the case? Is that just because the iPhone was kind of the first into the app world, and so people are a little bit more, they feel there's more of a market for apps in that sector?
Well, sure. I mean, that's certain part of it, but I'll just also throw something else in that little stat is that iOS users actually tend to spend more for their apps.
Okay.
So when people hear that stat, a lot of them come to us saying, "Well, we have to get to the the iTunes App Store."
So that's where the money is.
Again, go ahead.
That's where the money is.
That's right. Yeah, people are actually spending more money on the iTunes Store, but I will say that Android has overtaken the iPhone worldwide. So Android is the most popular phone in the world, but it still is holding America hostage.
I know what you mean. Moving on this list of the 5 hot mobile apps for this summer, compiled by And Plus, CEO and President Sean Mahoney. Tell us about number 4, Mixology.
Well, Mixology is probably one of the more fun apps on the list here. Basically, you're going to get thirsty in the summers. We all kind of do, and I've been known to have a beer or two on Memorial Day weekend, etc. But for those that really are getting tired of just the same old thing, Mixology is going to kind of present these new, different drinks for you to try. And if a crazy aunt comes over wanting to actually get a martini that you don't know how to make, Mixology is going to help you build that right on the spot.
Would it also recommend things that you might like based on your taste?
Absolutely. The only thing I guess it doesn't do is like we said in the article, it doesn't really help you pick anyone up. You still all up to you.
I thought you were going to say it doesn't make the drinks for you. All right, so last one on this list of the 5 hot summer mobile apps, Surfline. It's another free app. Tell us what Surfline does.
Well, Surfline kind of helps you identify where the right times to surf and right places to grab your board and get out there. So, if you're looking to really catch some waves this summer, I don't have too many friends who surf, but it's a very underserved market. So this app really presented an opportunity for those people out there who want to either get into it or make it part of their life.
Very cool. Sean Mahoney, CEO and president of And Plus, thanks so much for this wonderful list. I'm going to be mixing, and again, that'll go in the same hidden folder so nobody has to know. I'm so terrible at making mixed drinks. No surfing for me. I just don't have the time, I think. We'll see. All right, thanks again, Sean. It was fantastic.
Thank you.